We're back to the unsung heroes of the Star Wars universe. Join us as we shine a limelight on those characters that deserve it. As well as, Doctor Who will Matt Smith be in the next Star Wars film? All that today on Chatter Squadron.
Fourscore and 7 years ago.
I believe that we need more troops here at Gettysburg.
I've had several pasta dinners here at Gettysburg, and let me tell you, I have a slight indigestion, so I may need to wrap up this speech.
Fortunately, my hat doubles as a portable toilet.
And I am Honest Abe.
Ding, ding, ding. Match begins.
In the blue corner is Robert E. Lee, who will be fighting for the Confederacy.
And in this corner, Abraham Lincoln. Whoa.
That's actually not Abraham Lincoln. It's Abraham Lincoln. It's just some guy. He was a contender at the time.
Yeah, Abraham.
Abraham is very different than Abraham.
Abraham.
Yeah.
Abraham.
Abraham.
Not you, Abraham.
Get out of here,
no,
Abraham.
It's Abraham Lincoln.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Chatter Squadron, your weekly dose of Star Wars fun and positivity. My name is Tyler Buck, sat across from Mike Calhoun and Johnny Trowbridge, as always.
Mike Calhoun standing by.
Johnny, stand by.
I'm by.
Lurbox. Hey, I'm by.
Let me tell you, remember when we first started talking about this show, there was an idea that we would always come in like that. Chatter leader standing by, like that type of thing.
How lame would that have been?
Yeah. Oh, boy. But that's something we wanted. We want everybody to be a part of the Chatter Squadron. We can still do that.
Yeah, we can still do that.
You're a part of the Chatter Squadron if you're listening to us right now, anywhere you find great podcasts. This is a weekly Star Wars podcast.
It's also your weekly dose of fun and Star Wars fun and positivity.
Exactly.
Your.
Not mine.
Yeah,
none
we
of
took it
ours.
from Johnny and gave it to you.
We don't have one. We don't have the luxury of
All I
having
have is sadness.
It's
Star Wars sadness.
Johnny gave his only begotten fun and positivity for you.
My only begotten fun.
Oh, good gracious.
Boy, we're starting this show off hot.
Yeah, we do this every Tuesday, I think, right?
Yeah. Every Tuesday, we come out here and we record in this beautiful studio of ours that we've constructed.
On an iceberg.
On an iceberg.
Yep.
To go directly into your eardrums.
This is Chatter Squadron in the morning. It is early in the morning, not late at night, and we're still slap happy. Somehow that happened.
We're coffeeed up, and it's a nice, cool studio. We're not being oppressed by the sun. It was a tough summer. It's been a tough summer. It's been a hot one.
It's okay. I'm gonna touch.
Oh, thanks.
I'm gonna touch your shoulder.
Thank
It's
you.
okay.
I appreciate it. I'm gonna lean in for these touches.
Okay.
Oh, thank you for the pats.
So today, it's the first time we're doing this where we're doing an old idea.
Oh yeah.
We're bringing
revisited.
something back. A fan favorite is the Unsung Heroes, and it was one of my favorite episodes too.
I actually really enjoyed it.
So we're doing Unsung Heroes again, and to keep with that narrative, Unsung Heroes, the first time we did it was the first time a specific game came into our lives called Main Course or Uses Force. We'll be getting there in a second, but I wanted to talk about news and that type of thing. But Calhoun, I know you have something exciting going on in terms of entertainment.
Yes. Last weekend, I spent 2.5 hours in line to be considered as an extra on the set of Mindhunter Season 2.
Whoa.
Mindhunter is a drama on Netflix. About serial killers and the formation of the FBI, and it's a spectacular show, and I love it. So they had an audition in Cleveland, so I went there. I put down all my info. They got my pictures, and they called me up, and they're like, "Hey, you've been chosen to be an extra on the shoot." And
Nice.
the shoot date is actually next Wednesday, Wednesday the 12th
Ooh.
of
September.
And so I have to drive out to Pennsylvania. It's a Pittsburgh area. They have different locations that they're shooting at. And actually, what's really fascinating, I learned while I was out there getting my fitting, they built they built sets in this giant warehouse in Pennsylvania, and they're just shooting things like the inside of an airplane and inside of a diner, and so they're using real locations like a park and stuff in Pittsburgh, but they're also using this huge hangar to build sets. I was just it's cool because you hear about things like movies being shot in Atlanta or in Cleveland, and you're like, oh, they're using the city and stuff. But really, when cities host films and shows like that, it's really just them building sets in giant warehouses. It's so simple. You'd think it's more complicated, but it's not. It's very interesting, and I encountered a very rude woman there at my fitting. I was really dreading encountering this lady because we're all sitting there waiting, me and 3 other people, waiting to be fitted. And this lady comes up and she's like, "Who's next?" And I was like, "Okay, you got to get down to business. You know, it's movie time. It's the industry.
Movie time.
It's half past film.
It's. I was gonna say it's film time. You got to operate on film time.
It's a quarter to scenes.
So this lady was measuring this girl, getting her principal measurements so she can go pick out some stuff, and someone came in the door behind her and was like shouting something, get some information from someone, and she turned to look at them. She's like, "Look at me, I'm measuring you." And I was like, "Oh my God, I hope I don't encounter her." And I didn't until the lady who was dressing me asked her opinion of something, and she's like, "What do you think of these pants?" She's like, "I don't know, pull them up." And I was like, "Well, the inseam is going to prevent them from going any further up. Just so that's impossible." She must mean like, look at the pant line, look where my shoes are laying. Right. So I pull up my leg. She's like, "Oh my God." Like I was some sort of like dumb orangutan that didn't obey her command. And then as I was standing there waiting for the girl to come back with new pants, I was just kind of like looking around like, oh, wow, here's their board, their style board and stuff. She's like, "You can wait in there." And she told me to go back into the dressing room.
Without pants on?
No.
Okay.
She's like, she was just annoyed at my presence because she was like writing something down. And then I was like, okay. So I go into the dressing room and she says to the other lady, "Sorry, he was pacing, so I was just getting..." And I was like, this horrible, horrible woman. I really wanted to strangle her. It was just...
Whoa!
It was nice.
Now you're going to be on Mindhunter for the wrong reasons.
Welcome to Star Wars Fun and Positivity.
Well, yeah.
But overall, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's a great show.
The negativity he has in his personal life doesn't transfer here.
You're right.
It's impossible to come into this studio and feel negativity.
Your words have no power here.
Good one.
Gandalf.
Speaking of casting, let's talk about the fact that Matt Smith is joining the cast for episode 9. According to Variety, it's unknown who Smith will be playing in the film Thrawn, which is currently in production in the UK. This casting comes not long after it was announced that Lost's Dominic Monaghan would be joining the cast.
Yeah, Monaghan.
Monaghan. What is that?
It's an N. Monaghan.
Monaghan.
Dude, what's going on with my mouth today? I can't even say the president's.
I want some of that ham.
You got any Monaghan? Just one.
Wow. I'm sorry.
I went to the deli and I got the Dominic Monaghan.
I'd eat that.
But I lost it. Anyway, get it?
Yes.
Lost.
Get it? Lost.
Good.
He also dies in that show, so you lost it. Oh, spoiler alert.
Hey, anyway.
That was a spoiler.
So what do we think Matt Smith would be doing other than being Thrawn, which is what he's going to be?
He's not going to be Thrawn. Okay, so he's going to be in episode 9.
Yeah, as Thrawn.
I think that he's either going to be a Sith or just another rebel dude. Dominic Monaghan is going to be like a rebel dude. I'm already like, that's pretty much what I'm pretty.
He's going to be like the guy that puts his finger on the ground and says that's salt. That's all it's going to be.
That's his role.
Here's what I want. I want Dominic Monaghan, Matt Smith, and Carrie, her last name escapes me. No.
Carrie Russell.
Carrie Russell to be the Knights of Ren.
What?
Oh.
Yes.
I could
the
see
Knights of Ren.
Matt Smith, but not Dominic Monaghan. He's like 2 feet tall. No,
oh my gosh!
That's mean.
Every week we talk about him, he gets shorter and shorter to Johnny.
Yes.
Well, he is a hobbit. So.
He is a hobbit.
They're going to use force perspective for this one too.
There you go.
Where he's just going to be the tiny one.
I've never heard of that force power, but
I don't have any evidence to back up my claim, but I think it would be fun. Jeez.
I'm going to use forced perspective. Now I look smaller than usual.
Now, how many fingers do you see?
This room is slightly larger now, isn't it? But it's not.
Is it a duck or an old woman?
Anyway,
That's oh my
I could see Matt Smith being a first order person. I mean, honestly, anybody that they bring in can be like a first order person that they just put them in like a
Matt Smith
officer.
would be like an old first order person.
Not enough American accented people are in the First Order. They're all British. They're all very evil British.
British people are evil.
They're the oppressors.
All hail
man.
America.
According to Disney, like Disney has a long history of making all of their even their Arabian villains have a British accent.
Ecstatic. I love it.
It's me.
Oh, that's true.
Prince
Jafar.
Abubu.
Yeah,
Jafar
Jeremy
was-
Irons. The most evil voice.
Yeah. Oh, Jeremy Irons as Scar. Yeah.
Wait. Yeah, he was Scar.
He was Scar.
But was he supposed to be Arabic?
No. We're talking about.
I know.
Oh yeah, but yes,
Yeah.
Jafar would be Arabic.
But yeah, anybody can be tossed into a first order costume.
Yeah,
That's what it seems like to me. But Kerry Russell, I would like to see Kerry Russell as a Knight of Ren.
That'd be cool, man. I really. They can't tease. Well, they can. They can do whatever they want. But I don't want them to tease us with this Knights of Ren stuff and then just abandon it.
I don't think they'll abandon it.
No, I don't think so either.
Do you think that might be a Ryan Johnson trilogy topic?
Maybe.
No.
I could see
No.
Kylo bringing in the new guard. He's the supreme leader now.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
that's
he
his people.
and he brings his people in.
And it could be Matt Smith. Okay, enough about my theory. You obviously want him to be someone who is Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Well, he's Thrawn.
He's said this when?
Never.
Never.
I'm just saying he's Thrawn.
He's just imposing that.
You told me off mic
I
that
know.
he said publicly
he
that he
winked
wants
at me
to.
when he said that.
Oh,
What
my
was I
God.
doing? Yeah, Johnny. I'm looking at Johnny, giving him winks
I was
and
gonna
like
say,
nods.
I've never heard this, but I don't pay attention to Matt Smith. So I was like, okay.
I
good
was
for
giving
him.
Johnny all types of like, I'm gonna say, oh, he said he wants to be Thrawn.
He's too goofy looking to be Thrawn. No, I mean, serious. He looks like you're allowed to be goofy looking. This is America.
People
You're
said
like-
that I look
Don't
like
catch
Matt
you
Smith.
slipping up.
You look like Matt's. No, you don't.
Oh,
You have better bone structure for Thrawn at least.
You could be Thrawn.
Thrawn is like this chiseled jaw.
He's so angular, that guy.
Yeah.
Thrawn. A lot of people want a Benedict Cumberbatch to be Thrawn.
I
Well, they just
would
wanted to be
now if
every
Benedict
smart
Cumberbatch
villain.
was lesser known, I'd be down. But
Yeah,
but
that's-
he's in too much stuff.
I'm there with unless he pulls a Heath Ledger and becomes a completely different human being.
Yeah,
I mean-
he would be Chiz.
Let me put it as because when he was Khan, it just seemed like Benedict Cumberbatch was Khan. Like it didn't really
Yeah.
seem like he
He w-
became a completely different
He
human.
was an evil Benedict Cumberbatch, and I actually hate Benedict Cumberbatch's American accent, and that's why I
Yeah.
can't really take him seriously as
Doctor
Strange.
I don't hate it. It just doesn't seem natural for him.
Yeah, and it's especially bad in the new Grinch film he's going to be doing. He's voicing the Grinch.
Wow.
Awful. Yeah, pretty bad.
What about you think Michael Fassbender would be a good Thrawn?
Yes.
You just love Michael Fassbender.
Oh,
What's
he
wrong
would
with
be a
that,
good
though?
Thrawn.
There's no movie that I've seen Michael Fassbender in that I've been like, oh, that's just him playing Michael Fassbender. No, he's a chameleon of an actor. He's
I
great.
do like him.
Speaking of actors, let's move on to another thing that has to do with Star Wars.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's move on to another thing. This recipe I have for chocolate cake.
Oh, okay.
2 eggs. No, I'm just kidding. All right, we're talking about Darth Maul. Did you guys see the promo pictures they released?
No.
They released like close-up promo pictures of
Ray Park.
Ray Park as
Old Mall.
Old Maul. Actually, look, they're coming up right now. Here's one though.
Ooh,
Just-
baby.
Just that
Look at that leg.
in the grayish. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just background of like, this is him. He's Maul again.
The fact that they even have those though is really cool.
Yeah, do you see the legs? Do you see how
Yeah,
they're like
yeah.
kind of feet? Anyway, but he did
Poor
kind
guy.
of he did touch on how he got recast again, like what kind of happened. He talked for a brief second about it. He said, "I found out last June/July when we were in Guatemala." He tells me this is from Forbes. Unbeknownst to him, coinciding with Ron Howard stepping into the director's chair. I got the phone call from Lynn Hale from Lucasfilm, and it was really nice of her because she said, "Ray, we're just calling to see if you would like to do it." And I went, inhale slowly. "Yeah. Do you want me on the plane now?"
That's amazing.
He ended up filming in October towards the end of production. So that was this kind of thing that they were like the ace in the hole. No
Right.
one else probably really knew about it. So they were just like,
Just call Ray, see if he'll do it.
yeah, into production. Just like, hey, what if we throw in Darth Maul?
If they do a Boba Fett anthology, do you think that he'll be in it?
Well, they have to have a lightsaber in every Star Wars film.
Good point. Yes.
So
but
someone
there
has to
probably
do it.
will be some in a Boba Fett movie because he kills them.
Who he kills who?
Jedi all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so why would you anticipate Darth Maul being?
Well, it's just because they kind of, I don't know. I feel like they're trying to put him in the anthology. I don't know.
they're just trying to make a web.
Yeah, maybe.
The web's so tight already.
You just want Boba Fett. You crazy son of a gun.
Well, no, I like Boba Fett, yes, but
Boo.
what's wrong with him?
Boo this man. People
My-
listening to this.
My initial thoughts are we don't deserve Ray Park. He is just a saint.
Yeah, he's the original
He is.
thumb upper.
He's a saint, man. Just everything.
What a good man.
He's so ready to reprise this role. He loved his role. He loves all the love he gets. It's just,
He loves Maul.
it's awesome.
He just loves the guy.
It's so cool.
Speaking of so cool, I'm gonna be done doing these stupid transitions I keep pulling out this episode. Do we want to move over to the game?
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
man.
do it.
Or use its force. Before we get to that, while you get your notes ready, once again, you can get on the Tiny Share of Tiny Victories by giving us a 5-star rating or a review. Well, no, 5-star rating and a review on iTunes. You can take over this seat, this blood-soaked seat where battles have been waged.
On the
mille-
actual chair. It
for
is a
millennia.
tiny chair, but every battle has been waged upon it.
Yes.
We have a shrink ray. We
Tiny-
shrink you down.
Tiny, yeah.
And then you fight. That's why it's red. That's why.
Yeah, it was originally all white.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
now red and then
And
leopard print
yeah,
somehow.
leopard print. Yeah, one of the opponents was a leopard, and he was subsequently skinned and placed on the chair by his opponent.
So give us a 5-star rating and a review. We love it. It's our favorite thing. We frame each one.
Yeah, they're all over the studio where you can't see.
All right, Johnny, go ahead.
All right, so I think for the last 3, Calhoun has lost.
I have lost a lot of games on this show.
This is the 4th.
It's a good thing I'm a gracious loser.
This is the 4th main course or uses force.
Uses force.
Yeah. All right.
Is this the second edition of this officially?
No, this is the 4th one.
Yeah, the 4th.
Oh,
We've done
We
2.
have done a lot.
We've done 2 in the past. Then we did a 3rd one for when we went to that place.
We went to the convention, the Akron Canton
and then
Comic
this
Convention.
is our 4th one here.
Well, I'm
Are we
excited.
ready?
I am ready. I'm so ready. Let's
All
do
right.
this.
You gotta get some redemption. So we're gonna start with you, Calvin.
All right. I'm ready.
Staden Eken.
Main course or uses force.
Oh yeah, I should probably explain the
Staden
premise.
Eken. Yeah, for new listeners, it's
Pretty
explain the
self-explanatory.
game.
Pretty self-explanatory. It's either a food or a course from around the world, or it's the name of a Jedi from any sort of continuum. All right.
And you'll be surprised to
At
hear how similar they all are.
They're very similar.
So what was that one again?
Staden Eken.
Staden Eken. Staden Eken. I'm gonna say it's a main course.
That is not a main course.
Oh.
That is a Kaltunian male Jedi Master who served during the waning years of the Galactic Republic.
Man.
He went to Geonosis in 5.
Oh, did he die there?
He did. Oh wait, no.
What a shame.
Oh,
No, he did not die.
Oh, good. Good for him.
But
Are you keeping score?
yes, I am.
All right, I'm down 1. Next one's for Tyler then.
Okay, the next one, Tyler. Lao Lao.
It's an easy one.
What? Main course.
It is main course.
Yeah.
Steamed fish and pork from it's a Polynesian dish wrapped in taro leaves and tea leaf.
Nice.
Tea leaf.
Sounds
fish.
wow, delicious.
All right, Calhoun.
I'm ready.
Grai bukai.
Grai bukai.
Yes.
I'm gonna say that is a. They use the force.
No.
Oh my gosh.
That is Lithuanian sweet mushroom biscuits.
Yeah,
Boy.
that's the description of him on Wikipedia.
Yeah, he is a mushroom thing.
Yeah.
A mushroom man.
Lithuania.
He's a mushroom man.
No,
that
it's
carries a lightsaber.
it's not pronounced Lithuania in Star Wars. It's
Yep.
Lithuanian.
Yeah, okay.
I have no clue.
All right.
Lithuania.
Tyler.
Hey,
Moamba di Galinha.
Moamba de Galena.
Yeah,
that's a main course.
it is main course.
Oh my gosh.
It is palm oil, cassavana flour porridge with okra, plantains, and wild spinach.
Oh, okay.
All right.
What's the difference between spinach and wild spinach?
You know,
It's
wow.
still moving.
All right. What? All right. Calhoun. Kepshi.
That uses the force.
Yes.
Hey.
That is a Jedi Order during the waning years of the Galactic Republic. Led the task force during the Battle of Mustafar.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, no. Malistaire. Sorry.
I was like, Battle of Mustafar.
There was a battle there
No,
beforehand?
Malistar Narrows. Malistaire.
Well, good for him or her.
I think it's she. Kepshi. All right.
Kept she. Is that a she or a he?
All right, Tyler.
Hey.
Romazavu. Or
That-
no, wait.
Oh.
Romazava. Oh, there it is. Romazava.
That's a Jedi.
No, it is not.
Oh boy.
Bing.
As a traditional dish of Madagascar.
2-1. 2-1.
Madagascar has food?
Yeah. Okay. So each family makes their own version of this.
Oh god.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's like pork, chicken, and it's like a giant salad, basically. Kind of
That
interesting.
actually sounds delicious.
It is. All right,
Even though I don't eat those things. But yeah.
Calhoun. Oru-ku.
Oru-ku.
Oroku.
Oroku.
Sorry. Oroku.
I bought one
Roku.
of those for my grandparents to watch TV.
I was going to say Oroku. I'm going to say uses the force.
Yes, correct.
Yes.
It is a force-sensitive Nettie, who is trained-
Nettie?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I was going to say, I'll have to look up that species.
Yeah, just a bunch of stuff about that Jedi. Okay, Tyler.
Just a bunch of stuff about
Just
that.
a bunch of stuff.
Look
about
it up
that.
on your.
There was a lot
own
about
time.
it. Tyler.
Hey,
Basara.
Basara.
Basara. I'm not gonna spell.
That sounds like if you have a girlfriend named Sarah and you almost accidentally introduce her as your
Like
ex-girlfriend.
ex-girlfriend.
Bethany.
This is Sarah.
Basara.
And then your whole family calls her Basara for the rest of the time
For the rest of dinner.
until you guys get married and see that. Wait, this is
Between
Mike, Mary, and Sarah, but isn't it Basara?
Right up to the wedding. Wow, he really.
Yeah.
That happened with my.
Not very close.
That happened with my parents.
What? They didn't
Your
know
mom
the
is
man's
Basara?
My dad called. Yeah, my mom Basara. No, my dad called my mom Tamala Jean. Because my dad calls people random stuff all the time.
okay.
So he called her Tamala Jean all the time. And a lot of people that came to their wedding saw that as Tammy for the first time. Tammy Elizabeth.
Oh
not
my.
Tamala Jean.
That is hilarious. What is
That's
your mother's full
perfect.
name? It's
Tammy Elizabeth.
just Tammy. Okay.
Tammy.
That's great. Tamala.
Tamala Jean.
Your dad's killing me. It's hilarious.
What was it again? Basara?
Basara.
Basara?
He's
Basara.
changing it.
Oh my gosh. Changing it like recipes change because that's a course.
It is.
Hey.
Ah, dang it.
Dried fava bean soup
Ooh.
from Morocco. Yeah, I knew you were gonna do that.
I get it.
Okay, Calhoun. Are you guys keep track?
Yeah,
Yes,
he
I am.
is.
I have 3 right. He has 2 right.
All right, Calhoun. Plun kill.
Plun kill. That is a main course.
No.
Ah!
Oh.
It's a Jedi basilisk, like
What?
Hey. Oh, well, what do you know?
Like Jax.
He had
or whatever
Dax.
Dax.
Dax. It's taking us back to
not
the
Dax. Dex.
Dex. Yeah,
Dexter. Dexter Jetstar.
that takes us back to our first unsung heroes. Well, what do you know?
It does. What a callback.
All right.
Is that intentional?
No. So
You could have taken credit for
Yeah,
it.
you could have.
So Tyler's gonna win no matter what, but I'm gonna do this last one, and whoever answers first wins. That way
Oh.
it's fair.
Okay.
And let's
Ready?
make it worth 2, because if Calhoun answers first,
Yeah,
Let's do it.
He'll win. All right. The word is Vonkel.
Main course.
uses force.
It's uses force.
Oh no!
A Jedi master who befriended a Sith Lord.
Oh wow, what did they do?
I didn't know Sith Lords
Nothing.
made
That's all
friends.
it says.
I feel like friends are against the Sith Lord's best interests.
Kind of, yeah.
Against the code.
They were just
Yeah.
playing checkers.
You're
and
not
like-
allowed to have friends.
Only allies. Only accomplices.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Alrighty, let's move on to the discussion period after this break where we talk about unsung heroes. And basically, what an unsung hero is a hero that is unsung.
Wow, very
Someone that
very
deserves
astute.
way more recognition, or at least a little bit more.
Just a tad more recognition.
Or in my case, for mine, if they didn't exist, would change the entire course of whatever.
the entire
horse-
main course.
kind of like you in this show.
Yeah.
How touching.
Oh, that's very nice. Of
And
you.
we'll like a call back to Dex. Because
Yes.
he
You're right,
if
without
he
him.
if he didn't look at that dart and say, "Oh, well, what do you know?
Camino.
That's
You're right. Then Obi-Wan would have
darts."
given up on his investigation and would have just said, who cares?
Right.
There you go. I mean, and then the clones would have showed up. It just would have been like, what?
They
Surprise!
would have it showed up and he would have been like, "Oh, what do you know?"
What do you know?
Shut up.
Oh.
Johnny, shut up.
Tyler, shut up.
It's the news.
It's the news that you can follow us on Instagram
Instagram.
you can follow us on Instagram. This Sunday. Sunday. You can follow us at Chatter Squadron, all one word on Instagram.
Instagram.
Where else?
You can follow us on Facebook at Chatter Squadron Podcast.
You can join in on the discussions for these episodes there. Hey-o!
Hip hop horns.
Be sure to rate and subscribe on iTunes or anywhere you listen to podcast.
I feel like we're gonna get obnoxious here. But yeah.
What a great name for a position.
Summa cum laude.
Yeah. It sounds like some sort of curse.
Summa cum laude.
Yeah, it's like the Mother Townsend.
Did I just put a curse on you, Johnny? You started to cough.
Not the Summa Cum Laude curse.
Question about Mother Townsend, or is it Townsend?
Townsend.
Townsend.
Like Tyler's middle name.
I was gonna say like Tyler's middle name. I always wanted it
She's
to be
my aunt.
Mother Townsend.
Your aunt's a witch?
Tyler Townsend.
What can I say?
You could say your
You
aunt's
have
a witch.
you always
why-
have a bad
That's
seed.
why you
in-
chose green for today.
Hey, don't look too much into it, man.
Welcome back to Chatter Squadron, ladies and gentlemen. You have reached our discussion period, and we are discussing Tyler's aunt, Mother Townsend.
If people don't know, my middle name is Townsend, and my aunt slurs
evil
her
witch.
words, and she
And
just
has-
goes by Townsend.
and has a backtrack of an evil, like, demon voice.
Tyler, does that mean that you are a witch?
Unsung heroes. Like we said before, unsung heroes is basically people that need a bigger spotlight on them. And towards the end of this, we'll go to what the listeners said, basically who deserved more screen time in Star Wars. So we'll see who you guys thought. But I chose somebody to give the limelight. Wicket. Wicket. He's the little buddy.
Little Ewok.
Little Ewok buddy, even though he saves everybody's butts multiple times in the movies and everything else.
Is he the one that hugs Han's leg as well?
Yep.
Oh, he's so cute.
Yeah, there's going to be some wholesome things that I bring up. Wicket, he appeared in nearly 100 different stories.
Wow.
In like 100 different sources. One of the main characters in the animated and live action Ewok movies, which we need to watch.
We keep saying that. It'll happen.
He's like an intergalactic Smokey the Bear.
Oh my God.
He went to where the speeder crashes were to put out any fires to protect the forest.
Oh.
Wow.
That's how he found Leia, because he's like, oh, the fires, I need to go put them out. Minutes after first meeting Leia, one of the most important characters in the saga, he saves her life from an Imperial trooper. Do you remember that? The troopers come over and he hides. He just comes out of nowhere and slays them.
Yeah.
With some hot licks.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, Wicket, you're so rad. And he's like, woo. Wicket was one of the only Ewoks who opposed the rituals of burning the heroes. Once again, trying to put out fires and save important characters.
Man.
So when they brought him to the village and we're like, up, we're going to burn you. And jumped up.
I thought they were going to eat them.
Hey, you never know what their full intentions are.
Yeah.
But they're going to set them on fire, and Wicket's like, no, I hate fire.
He's a firefighter, not a fire starter. God bless America.
The only fires he starts is with his guitar. It was Wicket's speech to his tribe that convinced them to accept the rebels and fight alongside them against the Imperials. So he was the one who's like, they're telling all their stories and whatnot, and Wicket's like, listen, yub nub, and other some stuff. And they're like, you know what? You got a good point. So then that's
crazy.
they bring them into the tribe.
I wish they would have shown something like that.
Yeah. Whip it. Have you ever done a whip it?
Whip it real good.
All right. Wicket helped guide the rebels into the bunker they needed to disable the shield generator. So once again, he's just like, oh yeah, I know how to get in there.
Oh my gosh.
Here is a quote from Wikipedia that shows just how pure Wicket was. Wicket joined a group hunting with bolas, which are the things that you throw around and go around people's feet. And while his attack backfired and knocked Wicket to the ground, the injury was only to his ego.
Oh.
Oh, Wicket, we believe in you.
Do you know there's also in Galactic Battlegrounds, you can type in a cheat code and get a Wicket that shoots lasers from his staff?
Yeah. He's like an all-powerful Wicket.
Yeah, he moves really, really fast.
That's awesome.
And he goes, yeah, and he shoots lasers.
Oh my gosh.
Wicket fought bravely alongside his tribe, shooting lasers out of a staff, and helped save many lives during the battle. So one of the biggest things that people talk about with Wicket is his bravery. I mean, he went to, this crash site where he knows these scary rebel or Imperials are to put out fires, and then he brings these outsiders to his tribe, and then he opposes them, and then he fights alongside them, and he does all that stuff. So that's probably the biggest thing for Wicket is his bravery.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for his bravery, well then...
Yeah, and his curiosity. Is he supposed to be young?
I believe he was young.
He seemed young.
Wasn't he played by Warwick Davis?
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Warwicket Davis.
Oh.
Warwicket.
Warwicket. So I'm doing a thing where I'm kind of giving his side of the story when it comes to the first meeting and a little bit into the battle.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay. All right, so here's my Wicket voice. Today, good day. Wicket have fun sliding down Mount Sorrow, now ready to face the rest of the day.
God.
Wicket heard loud crash. Wicket scared. Oh, I see now. One of those Imperial men died in crash. Good. Kick them. But wait, I see not Imperial men lying on ground. Wicket is concerned. Wicket will introduce himself to her with his spear. 5 minutes later, Wicket made good friend. We murder skeleton men together. Would have drank blood like usual, but already have full glass of Mount Sorrow's tears. Wicket will bring nice lady thing to tribe to add hair extensions. Some amount of time later. Some amount of time later. Wicket and new human thing friends are ready to make skeleton boy's blood run like stream of tears down Mount Sorrow's peaks. God, I love that mountain. Anyway, time to literally go save every one of the heroes just by happenstance during this battle against the Empire's best soldiers, the 501st. I mean, Wicket go make fight times or something.
Wait, that was the 501st on...
That was the 501st.
Wow, they sucked.
The 501st was the ones assaulting the ground troops on Endor?
Or the
moon? Oh my god!
Yeah, that's who the Ewoks
I wish
take
I
down.
didn't know that. That makes me pretty sad.
No, I will say I haven't looked into that in terms of now, but that's what it was at one point in canon. That was the 501st.
You're the best of the Emperor has. Go down there and don't die to any teddy bears.
Don't let any big logs.
Okay.
Why was that so specific? Never mind.
Don't get killed by any teddy bears.
And who knew
With
Wicket had
spears.
such a filthy mouth?
Dude,
Yeah.
Wicket, yeah.
And he filled it with the blood of his enemies, apparently.
That was a direct quote.
You know what? I'm
Yes,
glad.
yep.
I'm glad that he has a little bloodlust. You know,
That's Wicket for you, and that's what made the bravery of that guy.
Yeah, it was
Taking on
it stemmed from
scary
the bravery.
skeleton man.
That's the only way you can fuel bravery is with the blood of your enemies.
And Mount Sorrow's tears.
And Mount Sorrow's tears, of course.
God, Mount
He
Sorrow.
loves that mountain.
My hero that I have chose to sing about because he has been unsung
Oh, Lord.
is I will not be singing today.
Dang.
I thought you were going to sing this entire piece of paper. you
Oh,
have here.
geez, 2 pages. It'd be a long song. Is Garvin Dryce, a.k.a. Red Leader. I was inspired by our recent adventure to see the Cleveland Orchestra
Oh, yeah. We all went separate days.
Yeah, we did. I saw it Sunday. You guys saw it Saturday and Friday, and it was extremely good, and it was fun, and it just reignited my love for A New Hope.
I just wanted to watch Rogue One immediately.
Me too.
I remember thinking, because I was trying to get, because I was a bunch of kids there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, this might be the first time any of them saw
Yeah.
this movie. And I was like trying to view it like if I had never seen the movie before. And it's just like an objectively good film.
It is.
I'm glad you said
I
that.
was doing that same thing too. And I remember,
No,
one time randomly at like 4 a.m. after you and I went to bars, Mike. Do you remember this? We went back to my house and we watched all of New Hope.
I think I do remember.
It was like
this.
4 or 5 in the morning.
We just
and we
were
just
like-
watched the entire thing.
It's definitely you could watch it every day, in my opinion.
Oh.
it could be.
And the trash compactor scene always gets me tense.
me too.
Always, I'm like, oh, they're gonna get out. Of course, they're gonna get out. You've seen this 1,000 times.
So speaking of New Hope and how much we love it, and speaking of Rogue One, Red Leader's featured in both of those films. Thank goodness he was actually brought back for Rogue One. It's one of my favorite parts of the film. But Garvin Dryce, his home planet was Veru Jansi.
Main course.
Vera Jansi. Garvin joined the Rebel Alliance because of the war crimes he witnessed the Empire commit on his home planet.
What was his home planet?
Veru Jansi.
Okay,
Thank you.
You say main course?
Jedi.
Use his force. He served the rebels in a lot of battles prior to New Hope, and he took charge of recruiting pilots as well as training them, giving him a very fatherly reputation.
Was it want a medal? Sorry.
Oh my gosh. He fought in the Battle of Scarif, but is most well known for his participation in the Battle of Yavin, in which he engaged the Death Star, leading the squadron that was meant to protect Gold Squadron, including his friend Pops Krail, and led by his longtime friend, Gold Leader John Vander. So he was very good friends with the other pilots.
Sorry, John Vander sounds like someone who's going to come to your door and try and sell you a blender.
My name's John Vander.
His nickname is Dutch, too. John Dutch Vander. So I don't know. He'd sell you a Dutch
Is he
blender.
Dutch? in the Star Wars universe?
I'm here to sell you spices. Or something like
And
that. I don't know a Dutch
That is a
accent.
great Dutch accent.
I'm here to sell you spices.
There
and
we go, there.
And a blender.
That's Swedish.
You can spice up your blender.
His friends were killed by Darth Vader himself. After the decimation of Gold Squadron and Darth Vader's targeting of several pilots under Red Leader's command, Garvin made the first successful trench run, although he was unable to hit the
Negative, Captain.
Negative. It didn't go in. Garvin knew that he would then be Darth Vader's next target and used his last moments to draw the TIE fighters away from the trench, denying backup from Luke Skywalker so the last of his squadron could make a final attempt to destroy the Death Star. Very brave. He's extremely brave, and
Him and Wicket would get along.
they would be. They would get along. So the next Red Leader, this is where we're getting into the stuff we didn't know before. The next Red Leader was Commander Arhul Nara, and then eventually Luke Skywalker, who renamed the squadron Rogue Squadron, and it became an elite team. But in his absence, while he was away on Dagobah, it was led by Wedge Antilles, none other.
One of the other unsung heroes from
unsung
the
heroes.
last episode.
And this is another very fascinating thing that I learned. In the battle of the second Death Star, Rogue Squadron renamed themselves Red Squadron in honor of those who died in the Battle of Yavin. And a nobleman from Garvin Dry's home planet and a friend of his family, Nikos Panib, joined the Alliance and was stationed at Echo Base on Hoth. He was a pilot and painted his helmet to match the former Red Leaders to honor him. So you know that gold helmet?
Yeah.
It's seen again in Empire Strikes Back, but I never made that connection before. It's supposed to be his friend, his old family friend. So that's very cool.
It has nothing to do with just reusing props from the other movie.
Exactly. It would not be. Yeah.
Why would that be the
It's
case?
explained away very tightly,
Yeah,
very
exactly.
neatly. But previous to that, this is something that's very interesting to me. This is the most interesting part of him. He first served with the rarefied air cavalry on his home's elite fighter class. That's what the name was. In the Clone Wars, he flew alongside Anakin Skywalker in the battles on his home planet, very near the location where he learned to fly. And he felt that any Republic pilots that had been summoned to the planet's aid would be at risk of falling behind him in the Boar Crawler Caves where he trained for over 1,000 hours. He was astonished to see Anakin Skywalker able to outmaneuver him, and in a deleted scene, partially restored in the special editions of A New Hope, which we saw at the performance, Garvin tells Luke that he met his father as a young boy.
Yeah.
And so here's what I like to think. It's possible that Garvin did meet Anakin as a little boy because he was a little boy pilot.
Good point.
Like on his home planet, he could have been just this little kid.
Do a spin.
Do a barrel. That's a good trick.
That's a good trick.
Here's some extra facts just about his the actor.
But I will say, you can tell when they take that part out of the movie because they insert somebody walking in front of the screen.
They do,
And
then,
there's
and
a
then it's
jump.
just Biggs.
You can tell there's a jump.
But yeah, that's when they partially brought back that scene, it's just Biggs talking to him.
Yeah.
In the old scene, Red Leader comes by and like questions whether Luke is ready.
Right. Well, he in the when they bring it back, he says a little bit to him.
Yeah,
and
yeah, he
that's
just
it.
says-
He doesn't bring up.
He
all
definitely
the other
doesn't bring
stuff.
up his father.
No.
Which he doesn't name as Anakin. He just says, "I flew with your father. He was the best star pilot I've ever seen." Blah 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 blah.
Just more reiterating.
Yeah, exactly. He was played by British actor Drew Henley, who is miscredited as Drew Hemley in all the credits, even the new ones.
Wow.
And this is a little solemn, but the movie was his last role as an actor because shortly after he was diagnosed with bipolar disorder and retired.
Oh.
Yeah. But then they called it manic depression. How? That makes it worse.
Yep.
Like if you tell someone you're manically depressed, like, well, I guess I might as well give up on everything.
Yeah. And also, in Rogue, you don't have to know this, but in Rogue One, did they credit him correctly?
He was credited correctly in Rogue
thank
One.
God. Jeez.
But he actually died. The actor, he died before Rogue One was released. He died in 2017, the same year that Rogue One was released.
Wow.
But,
Sad.
yeah, that is sad, isn't it? But
I hope he at least knew he was coming back. I don't know.
if he cared, I don't know. You'd think that a lot of people would care. Outside of the 2 films that Garvin is featured, the character Garvin, he's mentioned in 12 other pieces of Star Wars media, mostly novels. So, yeah, a lot of people did take advantage of, like, we don't know much about these guys, let's write about them, early EU stuff. So I, as well as Tyler, wrote a little from perspective short little story here. So I'll just get right into that. Watch it, you got one in your tail, I said to one of my pilots before they got blasted from the sky. TIE fighters were only a matter of time, but I anticipated Gold Squadron to be further along in their attack run. Skywalker seems capable. If we survive this, he might get the opportunity to outclass his father. I'd give up a lot of things to have Anakin Skywalker flying with us. We could really use his skill. Another one of my squadron gets targeted by tower guns. They aren't used to flying this low. It reminds me of the time I first encountered Anakin. Air Cavalry 1, this is AC-5, a.k.a. Little Boy Pilot. I'm leading the attack through the Boarcrawler Caves. Copy that, little boy. Lead the way. The Republic pilots will be joining us in the assault. Republic pilots, oh wow. Now the Separatists are really in for it. Now, no way they stay here much longer against the clone army. Maybe we can get done early and I can get back on Space Xbox Live later to tell my school friends I flew with clones. Shoo! Just then a starfighter I've never seen before blew past my T-16, making some cave rubble trickle onto my ship. Who was that? I looked closer and I could make out the Jedi symbol on the wing of the starfighter. A Jedi? This is Anakin Skywalker. Thanks for leading the way, Air Cavalry 5. But the Republic doesn't want to see your pilots put at risk when we can help it. Wow! I always heard the Jedi were honorable, but how is he able to maneuver these caves with no prior knowledge? When I grow up, I want to be just as incorruptible and good as Anakin Skywalker will surely always be.
Oh, man.
Ah, the good memories. But I can't dwell on my years as a little boy for long. Gold Squadron has been decimated while I was daydreaming. And now my time has come. Just hold him up for a few more seconds. My cover gets shot down. I'm in range. And it's away! I see the explosion on the exterior of the space station. I call to our command. Negative. It didn't go in. It'll be up to the remaining Red Squadron pilots because I know I'm being followed. I must remember the selflessness of Anakin Skywalker, one of my idols, displayed on my homeworld that day. He defended freedom and pregnant women and democracy and the Republic to his dying day at the hands of the evil Darth Vader, I'm sure of it. I am so lucky to have served with such a brave man before crashing into the space station.
Oh.
Is there anything more to that story?
That's it. Well, that reached his end.
What if he was like, I'm being burned? So much crashing.
I'm still alive.
I'm burning in the station. I didn't blow up completely. No, that'd be very morbid, Tyler.
Yes.
No,
wow, that's not positive. Here's a question that
we salute you, Garvin Dries.
Yeah, Garvin Dries. Here's my question. Mine's different pace because there's not much about my character. So I would more have went.
What a great character to choose.
Yeah, I know. I was like, what's well, the point of it is that the character is important because if they didn't exist, the whole story would be changed. So,
who is this? Okay, go ahead.
Before I get to mine, if your characters didn't exist, what would you imagine would have changed in your world?
Well, Leia would have been ambushed by troopers and not have anybody
probably get captured.
there. Probably get captured. And the blood of the skeleton men wouldn't have ran like streams down Mount Sorrow. So
and they probably would have been cooked alive. I thought you said they stopped. Oh no, they were stuff from a different thing, right?
They probably just wouldn't have even reached them, or they may have been. Luke and Han may have been killed, or Luke would have destroyed their whole village.
You know how it goes.
Yeah.
Horrible. Man, if Red Leader didn't exist, maybe some pilots wouldn't have been trained as well or something like that, and he wouldn't have been able to lead the assault. If it was someone else, who knows what could have happened.
He wouldn't have had that great young piloting adventure.
Yeah, no, he
Which would have been a huge detriment to the whole saga.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's true.
Right.
We would be missing out on that story.
All right. Mine is Padme Amidala's decoy, Corday. This is not the one from Phantom Menace. This is the one from, was it Revenge of the Sith?
No.
It was
Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones, that's right.
Very beginning.
Very beginning. They land on Coruscant, on the landing pad, and it blows up by Claudite bounty hunter Zam Wessel. She, similar to Wassel.
Sounds like another person that would sell you a blender.
That's right.
Hi, I'm Sam Wessel.
But so she
spices and blenders.
She blows up, and as she's dying, Amidala runs to her and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I failed you." And she's like, "You didn't fail me." Which, now that I think about it, is kind of a horrible thing to say to the dying decoy. "I'm sorry I failed you." No, you did exactly what I wanted you to do.
It's a little morbid.
No.
You did a great job.
An A1 job from you.
See, you're dying, and I'm not dying.
Here, I have your performance review.
Yeah, you can get a
plus.
raise.
I'll give you a raise.
I'll give you a raise.
A 2% raise.
So I thought that was another little tidbit about the filming. When she was originally getting off of the
Platform,
it was Natalie Portman. When she's walking down this ramp, it's a stunt person because they have to get an explosion. And then the actual person who's filmed is Veronica Segura.
So she only got one shot, one scene.
One scene with her turning over. "I'm sorry I failed you," and then her being like, "No, you didn't. This was exactly what I wanted to happen."
That's the extended version of that. No, you died exactly like I planned.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But anyway,
She didn't even get to walk down a ramp.
I'm so
I know she didn't get to.
She just got to die.
She didn't get to walk down the ramp. Well, I wonder if Veronica felt that. She was like, "Man, I don't even get to walk down the freaking
I can
ramp."
rock
I
down
don't
the
get to.
ramp.
Yeah, I don't get to walk down a ramp or blow up.
Right.
Or jump into a big
I
foamy
can do it,
pad.
guys. They're like, "I can do it. No, we need you to really look like you're sorry."
Practice being sorry.
What am I
while
sorry for?
Natalie Portman does the leg work, literally.
Oh man.
So what's her name again?
Her name, the name of the actual actress?
No, the name of the character.
Corday.
Corday. Yeah, I remember that. Corday.
But anyway, so
You're
if
alive. You're
she
dead.
didn't exist, Padme would have died, and Anakin would have gone crazy earlier.
Or not had the opportunity to go crazy because I don't think they had reunited yet.
Oh no, they hadn't.
Sorry, I did that spell on you.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah.
That's
They hadn't met yet.
So maybe
Anakin-
she did a disservice. Maybe if Padme had died,
If Corday didn't exist, or just said, "I'm gonna sit this one out," I'm sorry, I
sorry,
failed
it's my
you.
day off.
Sorry, I failed you.
I got vacation days.
Yeah, exactly. I have my PTO scheduled that day. Do you remember?
Can't you just do it yourself? Can't you just be your own bodyguard for
Can't
the day?
you just be you for a day?
you walk
Or
down a ramp?
yeah. Like you're under some danger or something. Fine, I'll be there, but I'm going on vacation tomorrow.
I'm not gonna walk down the ramp. I'm just.
I'm not
I'll be
walking
there,
down.
but if you die, I'll die.
You can walk down the ramp, and then I'll just stand there in case explosions happen. It's fine. You'll be fine.
Is,
not
that,
gonna happen.
is that her? Is this her story?
Yeah, that's her story.
Her sitting down with Padme trying to.
Trying to work out her PTO. I have a cousin on Coruscant.
And
Yeah.
it's Coruscant Day that day, so I need to be paid time and a half. Oh man!
I heard that on Coruscant they play double pay. I don't know if that fits into our schedule.
Yeah, they have
or-
a different minimum wage on Coruscant because of the living expenses.
But if Padme would have died, it would have altered the entire thing.
It would have
She
been, yeah.
Luke and Leia wouldn't have existed.
Oh wow, you're right. Jeez.
There wouldn't have been. Oh, Anakin wouldn't have cared. Probably would have grown up and been a great Jedi or whatever. Maybe, probably.
Right. I did see a funny meme today about what if Anakin was just granted the title of master, and he encountered Sidious the next time. He'd be like, "Are you going to kill me?" Of course I am. You're a Sith. Like, if Anakin had become a master.
Duh.
It was great. Duh. You idiot. I'm going to kill you.
I wish the Masters got like a cool vest or something.
Yeah, or a new Spidey suit.
Oh yeah.
I think
Jedi
their robes are different. They get different.
But Anakin was
master robes.
He wore black robes.
He
was
emo.
allowed to wear black robes.
Who? They were very dark brown. Who is the one who is like, hey, anyone else notice that Anakin? He has a scar. Number one, classic bad guy thing. He wears black.
Even Peel has a scar, and he's a Jedi.
Even Peel was a little shady.
He was a little shady. He was like, I love fighting.
He was little and a little shady. That's what Dominic Monaghan will be playing.
He'll be playing Little
Peel.
Shady.
A little shady. LIL shady.
Will he please stand up? Anyway. All right, so yeah, that was Corday. I thought that wasn't like extensive. I just thought of wow, that would.
She is a hero for sure.
Yeah, if she wouldn't exist.
She died well.
She did die awesome.
She did a good dying.
The scene is perfect now that it went back to it, just how ridiculous it was.
It is perfect.
Like,
it's perfectly filmed by the master of cinema.
Yes. No, here, what would you have her say instead of, I'm sorry I failed you?
God, ow!
I'm on
I just
fire.
got blown up. Oh, my ribs. That's what I would have had her say.
I would have had her say, I'm just going to keep talking to have more lines because if the more I talk, the more they pay me because I have a speaking role. So I'm going to die really slowly. But no, it's just me taking another breath.
Do you remember that time when we went to Gungan land?
Do you think you can approve my PTO now?
All right, here. We're going to move on to what the listeners said. But, Johnny, I want you to be her, and I'll be Padme. And you're coming to my office, and you're ready to go to a Gungan land for your vacation, and I am like, oh, sorry, we actually have something planned for that day.
Okay.
All right. I need a doorman.
Yes.
Yes, I'm here to speak.
Sure. Okay, come on in.
Okay, thank you. Where is she? Is she right this way?
Padme. This is one of your decoys. One of the other decoys is here. I don't know why.
We prefer bodyguard. Decoy.
Oh, hey, I'm sorry. I'm just doing sit-ups.
You're ripped.
Just ripped as AF.
Okay. Oh, hi.
Hey, Corday.
Hi, Ms. Amidala.
Yeah, Senator. Now.
Okay. Yeah.
Just another accolade.
Yeah, I know.
She has a lot of accolades. Look at the wall.
Yes,
You
I
can
understand.
leave, servant.
I'm sorry.
Door servant.
It's another side of you.
Door servant 454.
Most people don't see this side of you.
Corday, speak. What do you want? Oh no, I wanted you here. Corday.
Yes. I was just planning. Just wanted to go over my PTO.
Right. Yeah, I got rid of that because we're kind of working on something else.
Okay. Well,
someone wants to
paid.
kill me again.
All right.
And you look just like me.
That's another thing I want to discuss. The hair products and like styles you're making me do.
Yeah.
They're very expensive.
We need to move action figures, Corday.
I know. I understand.
Multiple costumes, Corday.
I understand. I just worried about the price of all these products.
Yep, you have to pay for that. It comes out of your PTO hours.
Can I get reimbursed?
Corday, listen. Focus, Corday.
I'm trying. You just keep randomly talking.
We're going to Coruscant for the 8th time this week, Corday.
Coruscant is very smelly.
Yes.
Can we get the other one that was in the first movie to go with you?
No, she became too big of an actress. Corday, listen. What I need from you is to just be me again. I got a cool helmet I'm gonna wear, and then you be me, and you just walk down the aisle, and we're thinking it's gonna blow up.
Well, wait, what?
Yeah, we're just. I know. What were you gonna do tomorrow?
Well, I was gonna go to Naboo,
Well, we're at Naboo, Corday. This is
well,
why you're useless.
Okay, we're gonna go to. I was gonna go to the Gungan Land Festival.
Oh my gosh, the Gungans.
Yeah, you know, it's.
They're
really,
always
they
like
build a giant wooden version of a Gungan and they set it on fire. Burning Gungan.
Yeah. I know. They're like, let's burn it.
Let's burn it all down.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm sorry, but maybe next year if we survive this one.
Well,
Let me tell you, it's like a 90-5 chance that there's going to be an explosion.
that is a strange way of measuring it, but
It's Nabooian.
can I have some armor then, or
You just do. You have to pay for it if you want it.
well, you're a very wealthy senator.
Yes, I am a senator. Thanks again. Door person.
Yes.
454.
Yes.
Have Corday go. Get her.
I'll
Just
get
go.
her outta here.
Okay.
Well, no,
Shoot.
I can't have
gone with
any,
you.
any sort of like
No.
armor.
Get out of
Yeah.
here.
My
You-
gosh. I need to go
you
back.
stinker.
I need to go back to counting my outfits for this new journey I'm having.
I'll help you. I don't think she looks like you at all. You're so much more beautiful.
Thank you, door man number 454.
You're welcome.
Man, when I come back, me and you, we're gonna be a thing.
Great.
And scene.
And see.
Wow. Padme.
I wanna-
She's very professional.
It'd be
She
very
wants things
funny
done.
if like Corday had asked for armor and Penn was like, "It's not really like how I would dress.
That's not my thing. Have you seen
it
my
wouldn't
hair?
really it wouldn't really look like me."
Is there armor for the hair? I just don't see it.
The hair has a shield, a deflector shield.
Only her head
but
survives.
yeah, none of the other garb has.
So I asked our listeners if you want to pull up the Instagram Calhoun.
I gotcha.
I asked our listeners who they think needs more of a spotlight in the Star Wars universe. Oh my lord. Johnny, would you like to read the very top person's name there?
Yes. This is Kristoff Krinzanovsky.
Thank you so much. He says Captain Phasma comes to mind. A lot of people are responding to that.
I suspect that'll be. I didn't think about that until today, but I suspect because I have one from my base Cisco saying Phasma or Hux. But we're about to see more Hux.
Your Bay?
Yeah, my base Cisco.
Oh, cool.
And it's a picture of a horse. I love horses.
Chase Marshall says Grievous.
Grievous, eh?
Grievous, huh?
Grievous does deserve more screen time, not in Clone Wars,
Yeah, that's
in
true.
my opinion.
Joshua David Earhard says Qui-Gon Jinn. I'd like to see how he became the wise master to train Obi-Wan. How did he develop his philosophy? What was the prequel Jedi Order like before the Clone Wars in Episode 1? I've wanted to know that for a while. I would love to see
Who would you
young Qui-Gon. It's me.
you would play young Qui-Gon?
We've already talked
Yeah, yeah.
about that.
He's got the nose for
I
it.
got the nose.
All
I
right.
think he looks very much like a young Qui-Gon Jinn.
And let's see what does he say? What does Qui-Gon say? I can't think of anything that he says.
he says-
the
I don't
ability.
sense a thing.
The ability to speak does not make one intelligent.
And he also talks about midichlorians a lot.
Midichlorians. It's the highest midichlorian clown I've ever seen. Higher than even Master Yoda.
I think that's Obi-Wan.
Higher than.
But it works.
Oh yeah.
It's higher than any Jedi. Yeah. He has high. It's more than any Jedi.
More than any Jedi.
It could work.
I will find you.
I have a particular set of skills.
I have a particular set of midichlorians. I will find you.
Here's a pretty standard one. Willie Wilbur's 3 says Darth Maul. We're about to get
Yeah.
more Darth Maul.
Plenty
See those
of
promo pics,
Unsung
guys?
hero,
Oh my
Darth
gosh.
Maul.
Oh man. Sean Kemper says Kit Fisto.
I also have a Kid Fisto from JD10.
I do like Kit. When I was young, I would pretend to be Kit Fisto with my friends.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Kid Fisto, they say in the prequel films, he had like 3 scenes in episode 2 and 3 combined. That is
Ooh.
true.
I like this Amber Loraway. Iden and Dell from Battlefront 2 need a movie. They're the people from Inferno Squadron. The whole Inferno Squad in general needs a live action movie. That story in Battlefront 2 was really fun. I will give them that.
Yeah, that would be a good unsung hero. They're not really heroes, are they? But
Well, no, these aren't unsung heroes. This is just people
yeah.
that they think deserve more screen time. Which there's plenty to pick from.
Staff Furon says Darth Maul should get his own movie.
I'd be down for it.
pretty cool.
Alderaan Kilgannon,
Hello.
dare I say it? Obviously Boba Fett, he says.
Alderaan, get
Now,
the
does
heck
Boba
outta
Fett
here.
deserve for
Yes.
the hype that he has? He does deserve.
He does deserve a
more
movie.
screen time.
Ooh, Tyler, what'd you say?
A full movie.
He deserves a movie to try and make up everything to me. Byron Appleby.
Byron Appleby. I'm Byron Appleby. Sorry to make fun of your name.
He says Snoke, he deserves a backstory. Could you say it in his voice?
So, Snoke deserves a backstory. I'm Byron Appleby.
Hello, sir. My name's Craig. I was just hoping to buy
Get
some.
out of here.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm eating socks.
Byron,
Byron, you silly
I just
man.
bought those.
I like this. Anakin Sandwalker says General Hux and Phasma. We're not going to get more Phasma, but we're going to get more Hux.
We're gonna get more Phasma in Resistance.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
wait, is it going to be Gwendolyn Christie? I hope so.
Yeah. She's doing the voice.
Yay! Well, there you go. Watch Resistance.
Luke Kirk says Jar Jar Binks and then has a gif of Moss from IT Crowd eating popcorn. No, it didn't make that many waves with that one.
I think people get it now. People are, just kind of accept that as the standard answer. A lot of Vaders on Instagram. A lot of people saying Vader.
I'm like-
and that's true. How much screen time does he get? Like total, like 40 minutes?
It would
But that's
be cool.
pretty good.
It would be cool to see him do a solo mission and kill Jedi.
Yeah. Have you seen? Oh, go ahead.
I mean, I wouldn't. That seems kind of overkill.
Yeah, maybe.
there's been
Have
a
you
lot
seen
of
that
movies with
fan
Vader.
recreation of Vader versus Obi-Wan on YouTube?
Yep. It's cool.
It's unfinished, and there's more coming. But yeah, they could have done it a little bit differently.
Right.
But I enjoy it.
I'll do two more. Richard Zoo put down Darth Revan.
Yeah, he definitely needs more screen time.
And
More than 0.
And then I'll end with Matt Nichols, who says the Sarlacc pit. Hey,
Give that Sarlacc pit some more coverage.
yeah, if you want to go back to a couple episodes ago, there's a whole story about something with the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah.
I want to see the Sarlacc pit on Felucia. I also want to see a Sarlacc pit somewhere else, just like
Jakku?
random. Jakku, yeah, that'd be
make
sweet.
sense.
I want to see how the Sarlacc pit in Tatooine got there. Like, what did he do for schooling before that?
He's going to uni, and then like he's studying like I don't know
Something that
Digging.
politics.
something on Tatooine that I
Burrowing.
totally forgot about that I saw when we went and saw, or I went and saw New Hope, was a Crate Dragon skeleton. I forgot that the Crate Dragon skeleton was in there.
How did he get there? My wife and I went and got wine
My wife.
during that.
Oh yeah, during that part.
We kind of mapped it out before we got there. We were like, we got there, we sat down right as lights went down.
Oh.
Because that was the day we were all moving, or you all helped me move. And we were like, hey, when the droids get to the surface, let's go get wine then.
That's a great idea.
We got
Because
a-
it is just like an extended. Where are we going?
We got a whole bottle of wine.
Nice.
Ooh,
That's a good. That's a good
Helped our
investment.
soreness from that. But the move.
The walk, and then the extended walk to your seats.
We were so lucky with that thing. We walked out, so we got we were in the inner thing. We were right next to the stage.
Oh, you were in the actual auditorium.
yeah, and then
pavilion,
then we
yeah.
got
Pavilion.
the parking lot that was the closest.
Oh, what?
And then right when we walked to the main road, a golf cart pulls up, and I said, "Hey, where do we need to go?" And he's like, "I'll take you there." So then we got in the golf cart,
What?
drove us there.
he's like, here's $50.
Yeah, he's like, "Here's $50 and a hug." And I was like,
Wow.
"Wow,
And some popcorn.
Thanks,
and-
man.
And,
Yeah.
and a bottle of wine.
I really want popcorn right now." Gosh
Well,
darn it,
I just so
Moss.
happen to have a golf cart that makes popcorn.
Yeah, the motor runs on popcorn.
So I have to keep making.
I have to keep going.
Seems a little-
Jump on in. I'm still moving.
Whoa.
All right. I think that was a great episode,
It was.
guys.
We learned more about some unsung heroes.
Yeah. And sing, as you go throughout your week after listening to this, sing their praises throughout there. And, it would be like, when you're about to get PTO, think about UA or whatever her name is.
Corday.
Corday.
Think about
UA,
Corday,
whatever.
and
She
how
died.
difficult she had it. The next time you want to complain at work.
Yeah. Think about being a double for someone who's literally going to get killed. People are that, though.
Yeah.
In real life, in the
Yeah.
world we live in right now, there are people who act as other people in case they get killed.
There is someone in the United States that is employed to be Donald Trump's double.
That's true. Stalin had 4.
Stalin had 4 doubles.
Yeah.
I
And
would think more.
He also had a personal train that was armored and bulletproof because that went straight from his summer home to the Capitol.
Oh
Like
my
the Pope. The Pope has like a
Right.
glass enclosure that nothing can penetrate.
The
Not even
Pope-mobile.
Satan himself.
Wow.
Wow.
Nothing
All right.
says my country loves me more than an armored train that goes directly from one location to the only other place I go.
Yeah, screw you, Stalin.
Loves me.
Get lost, Stalin. Stalin, you're a nihirso. Yeah. Paka, Stalin. And Paka listeners. Actually, das vidanya to the listeners. Have a good week. Have a fun week. And you know what? Give me a high five if you see me. I don't know. I'm just rambling.
I'll give you a high five right now to close the show. Ready? And
We're doomed.
Hey guys, thanks again for listening. And if you're looking for ways to support us, the absolute best way is to tell a friend. Subscribe to us on iTunes, as well as any other place that great podcasts can be found. Find us on social media at Chatter Squadron, and we'll be looking forward to reaching you every Tuesday.